Okay, this is the Gospel of Rock. I'm talking today about Higher Ground by Stevie Wonder, one of his most celebrated songs. It was definitely a chart topper, went to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 back in 1973 on the album Innervisions. And Innervisions, definitely one of my favorite albums by Stevie Wonder. It has a lot of songs like Golden Lady, amazing song, Don't You Worry About a Thing. I just really want to talk about Higher Ground today, though. And also I want to talk about the spirituality of it. That's why this is called the Gospel of Rock. This song is not necessarily rock, but it definitely in the classic rock realm by this point. I'm not sure if it would have been called that at the time. It was more of a funk song. But just like Superstition, which is similar to this one with the synthesizer part. Superstition has been covered by rock artists, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers did a version of Higher Ground, which actually was one of their best songs. I was just reading about it on Wikipedia. How much that has been used in pop culture by this point, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and also Stevie Wonder as well. So the song is based on like a church. It is a hymn. Obviously, the hymn is different than Stevie's song. Stevie's song actually came apparently in like a 3-hour burst of creativity, just whipped it out in like 3 hours. And it's ostensibly about reincarnation. He's saying, I'm so glad Daddy let me try it again, because my last time on earth I lived a whole world of sin. So he's kind of mixing metaphors there, maybe mixing religions. Hinduism is the religion that's known most perhaps for reincarnation, or the Eastern religions. And in the next song on the album, it's called Jesus, Children of America. It's also a very, very cool song. And in that song, it seems to be maybe a put down of Christianity, or maybe the Jesus Children movement. I don't know. We'd have to look into that a little bit more. But he does have a verse in there about transcendental meditation, which is Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's trademarked thing that he created way back when. And the Beatles most famously were disciples for a moment, until they were not disciples of Maharishi, and they broke with him. But Stevie seems to have good things to say about it in this song, in the Jesus Children song. And in the Higher Ground, he also is, like he says, for instance, transcendental meditation brings you peace of mind. That's basically how the verse ends there. And in Higher Ground, he's talking about reincarnation. And it won't be too long till I reach the highest ground. So he goes back and forth between saying higher ground and the highest ground. And what is the highest ground? That's a good question. But in Hindu tradition, the highest ground would be when you achieve moksha, or liberation, and you break the cycle of samsara, which is the cycle of suffering, the wheel of life, death, and rebirth. You end the cycle of suffering, and you return home again. And that seems to be what Stevie's talking about. And in a sense, as we've been making the point here, the songs are like doing what they're talking about. Like, he's helping others to reach the higher ground through the music. And the song is like an avatar in itself. It's like this divine vehicle, divine incarnation that is bringing salvation, sound salvation, to the listener, for those who are open to it. And I think so many people love Stevie Wonder, not only because of his brilliant music, but just his essence comes through his music. You know, who he is and the wonderful being that he is really comes through. And the title Inner Vision is very apt and very interesting, because Stevie Wonder is blind, and there's the cover. You have to see the cover of Inner Vision with him with the third eye. And as I remember, I haven't looked at it recently, but he's writing these songs with his inner vision, with his intuition, and it's coming out loud and clear. So anyway, I wanted to just start the conversation about this song. I would love to hear any comments you have about it. But the point of this whole thing that we're doing in this Gospel of Rock is to talk about rock music and talk about the spiritual and religious messages in rock music, in classic rock especially in some of these songs that just won't go away. They're going to be with us for a while, like that song, you know. And especially because of the Red Hot Chili Peppers version, it kind of you know, made it even more a fixture of our culture. So, are you seeking higher ground, and what does that look like? And what did it mean for Stevie, and what is the song really about? He seems to be, you know, kind of saying all these things. You know, preachers just keep preaching, and soldiers keep on warring. But I'm not. He seems to be suggesting, you know, I'm out of that whole race. I'm doing something else. The race I'm running is seeking wisdom, seeking enlightenment, seeking a higher ground through spiritual awakening. And clearly his way of doing that, his vehicle, is music, and bringing joy to others through music. And that is his way to achieve that and to find that. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. Let me know, and would love any comments or feedback. I'm going to sign off now. This was a short one today. I'm going to try to talk about the songs that I think really need to be talked about. This is one of them, and that album, Inner Visions. If you have not heard Inner Visions, give a listen. Maybe listen all the way through, and you'll hear some incredible things. Thank you, Stevie. Tribute. See ya. Hear you later on the flip side.